Good evening, good evening. Hello. I don't know what time it is. I think we are just about at 7 o'clock. It might be a couple minutes early. So I'll kind of give it a second to let some folks pop on. I hope you guys have had a great Monday. It has been a busy Monday. It's been a great Monday though, all around, right? Lots of rain here in Maine. I am Jessica with Pure Grace Inspirations. We are a gift shop here in Casco, Maine, and we specialize in home decor, painted items, cards, signs, fun things like that, and we do workshops here as well. So welcome, welcome. If you're catching this on the replay, I'm so glad you have, and you know it's a replay if the little red live button isn't up at the top. So I do appreciate you guys watching even after on the replays. You guys are fantastic. So here we are. I'm going to kind of get started. I don't necessarily will have everybody pop on. When they pop on, they'll be able to catch up, right? No reason to wait. I know, probably I should have, because I have no idea what time it is, right? Are we close to 7 o'clock? I'm usually late, so I'm amazed that I'm ready to go. Hey, Angie K, how are you, girl? We are. Good evening, everybody. I see that we are finally catching up. I hope everybody had a good Monday. I'm Jessica with Pure Grace Inspirations, and we're going to work on some projects this week. I am so excited. I know. Thank you so much. That meant the world to me. I appreciate that, girl. I am looking forward to this week. It's kind of stretching me a little bit out of my comfort zone. Not that Facebook Lives aren't. I love Facebook Lives. You know, from the first one that we did, I was terrible. But now I have so much fun. They're a blast. Hey, Linda, how are you? We are going to work on this first project, and I'm excited about this. I am super excited about all the fun things that we're going to do this week. I have a list of some things I want to do, and then we're just kind of wing it and play it by ear the rest of the week, right? So this one is a kind of neat one because a lot of you know I specialize in signs, and I use a lot of wood and sometimes canvases, but mostly everything I do is wood. But the cool thing is, guys, not everybody wants to, you know, have a saw and sand and mess with all of that. But this is the next best thing. You don't have to have wood to make a great sign. So this one here, this is a canvas I picked up from Michael's. It's a what is this? A 12 by 24. It's just your traditional canvas. See, you've got it's wood framed. It's super great. I love these. So I should have opened this, but then that gives you an opportunity to see what it actually is. We'll move those because we'll end up stabbing somebody if we're not careful. And by somebody, I mean me. Right? No. There we go. All right. So with this, just because I'm using canvas doesn't mean I don't have to make it look like wood, right? I want it to look like old wood. So we're going to play with some colors tonight. We're going to play with our Junk Monkey paint because we all know that is my favorite paint of choice, right? It is beautiful. It goes on like a dream. I'm telling you guys, it is phenomenal. We'll just put that off to the side and deal with it later, right? Hey, Mama. All right, so this is, oh, what did you see? It's just a simple Artist Loft. I think this is Artist Loft is Michael's brand. But they're fantastic. They come in all kinds of sizes. This is a smaller one that I picked up because I did get like one that's like 3 feet long. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. But I thought, let's just start small tonight, right? I'm not in for tackling a big giant project. Not tonight anyway. But, so we're going to play with some fun colors. I'm not sure. This is our Junk Monkey paint. We carry this here in the shop. If you're local, stop in. We have just got a new shipment last week. So we have our Junk Monkey. This is Smoky Coal. This is like a beautiful charcoaly gray. And then we have our Paris Gray, which is a little bit lighter. What else are we going to do? We're going to do the whole thing in antique lace. Hey, Sherry, how are you, girl? Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome, welcome. And then we have my favorite black of all times, Black Velvet. So here we go. Hi, Michelle. How are you? That's all right. You don't have to stay long. I'm just glad you stopped in. Right? I've already got paint on me. How did I do that? All right, I'm not worried. It's all paint. And it doesn't necessarily come out, but that's okay. Hey Cheryl, how are you? All right, so just to kind of get it started, we're gonna put the first coat down so that it dries quick. And I've got a plethora of brushes so that each one will have a nice so I don't have to cross-contaminate the whole thing, right? So I have my little Klingon brush here. I love this fella. He's a shorty, kind of like me, right? I like being short, though. If I were tall, I don't think I would be me. All right, so I have our Klingon brushes. They live in water, guys. So they're going to work damp. And I just kind of take a little bit of that dampness out. So let's open up our antique lace. I'm so glad you guys are watching with us tonight. We are going to have some fun this week. 7 lives for 7 days. Am I crazy? I don't think so. I think it's going to be fun. We'll share. If you guys have questions, pop them down below. I am more than happy. I might not always get to them right away if I don't see it during the video, but I certainly try to answer everybody as quick as I possibly can right afterwards or as they come in. Because I know some of you folks watch it in the replay, and I love it. If you are watching in the replay, definitely pop in there, #replay. That way I know you've got to watch. All right, so I am dishing out some of our antique lace, and I love these little containers. Those that have watched this for a while know that these are my favorites. I get these on Amazon in bulk. Leftover takeout containers work too, but I don't want to mix in with my Junk Monkey. My fresh container, though, I don't know if y'all can see. I've already used a boatload of it. We used it yesterday in our workshop here at the building. I love it. We had so much fun. Okay, I might not be able to sit the whole time. We'll see. So tell me how everybody's Monday was. Now, guys, these are already. My canvas is already primed. It's done from the factory with gesso. So I don't necessarily have to do like a complete coverage. The way we're going to do this is we're going to make this look like planks of wood. But I like my wood to kind of have that shiplap look, right? Did I get them at the deli? You can. Absolutely, you can get them at the deli. I don't go to the deli very often, but that's a great idea, because then, you know, you've already paid for them. So just use them over and over again. Oh, how fun. I don't have grandsons, but I have nephews, Angie K, and I love spending time with them. How old is your grandson? With potato salad in it. Yes, deli salads with potato salad. I love potato salad. I miss potato salad. It's all good though, right? Sometimes we have to make sacrifices. All right. So we're gonna get this edge here. Try not to really get it all over myself. That's my goal for tonight. That's your brother. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for your sentiment, Stephen. All right, we are not putting a whole lot on. We are doing one of the mottos. I try and remind those in my class. Aw, that's so sweet. I'll have to catch that. Is it on your? It's on your Facebook page then still? We are less is more. When we're putting stuff down, I'm going to try not to get this on my sweatshirt. When we go to paint, less is more, guys. Less is more. You can add more coats as you go. You don't have to do it all at once. So tonight is kind of, we are prepping tomorrow, the base of it. I want it really nice and dry before we add our lettering on here. But and our fun, which we might be able to get to tonight if it dries quick enough, we are going to add tissue paper to this, guys. Tissue paper, just like that stuff we used the other day. Hold on, I got it right here. This Tim Holtz tissue paper. I love this stuff. It's fantastic. And I think on here, it's going to give us so much depth and dimension. I like layering, right? When you think of decorating, layering. Layer upon layer upon layer. And just like we do, you know, when we go into town and it's cold outside, we put our scarves on, we get our sweatshirts, we got all that stuff. That's what we're doing here. I'm thinking of that because I'm a little chilly right now. I should have put more socks on. That's whole part of the change. We just don't think about the change in season. Let me clarify that. Change in seasons. We don't always think about, you know, in my head, it should really still be late summer. It's not. We got snow over the weekend. All right. So there's our first layer. It's not perfect. I can still see a little bit of the white showing through here and there. I probably need to scooch y'all so you can see it better, huh? Whoop, there you go. See? How easy is that? I love little cameras with arms on them. All right, so I have my edges I did in white or in the antique lace, and then the whole canvas itself in the antique lace. You can still see a little bit of the white gesso coming through in the base of it, but I'm okay with that. We did some super duper light coats, so this is gonna dry really, really fast. How much snow did we get? Not here at the shop, we probably got like an inch and a half at the most, but I heard one town over, they got a boatload more than we did. Today, we had nothing but rain, so it's gone away. And I'm okay with that. I think it's too early for snow. I think it's too early. Don't bring that stuff around yet, but I'm prepared just in case. You know, better to be prepared. I have my tea. Do you see this in my cute little Christmassy mug already? Can I be honest? We use Christmas plates all year round. All right, next. So this is, we're kind of letting it dry just a little bit. That's the reason I'm talking a lot. Which color? The antique lace. Michelle, is beautiful. It is the perfect shade of white. Absolutely the perfect shade. Or cream. It's not really white. It's a perfect shade of cream. Just kind of airing it out just a little bit. I thought it was too early too. It is way too early. We did have snow a couple weekends ago, or at least some flurries. I don't want that stuff either. No flurries. What is on there, Stephen Merkel? I need my glasses tonight. Can you all tell? Oh, when families watch our Facebook Lives. They're always so helpful. I love it. All right, so I don't have to dish out any of our black velvet because I already have it in a takeout container. And this is the thing. I'm going to kind of experiment and play just a little bit because I want 3 boards. I like things in odd numbers. When we decorate, you do 3s, 5s, 7s, 9s, 11, you know, that kind of a thing. Or if you do a group of 3 over here, you're going to do a group of 2 over there to balance it out. That's at least how I like to decorate. So I do have, I want to kind of see a little bit of where we want this. So this is going to be kind of like our first board. And this is going to kind of be our second board. And I'm eyeballing this, guys. I'm not going exact because I'm sorry, I have yet to meet a piece of wood, if I can talk correctly, that is perfect. You don't see what your son is saying. That's probably a good thing, Mama. He's being funny. I shouldn't say anything. He's been helping me this week. All right. So we are just doing super light. And don't worry, everything is going to blend out. All right, next. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. We're totally winging this, just a little bit. So I'm going to bring this one out a little bit farther so I can see. Can you guys see that? Is my Cricut in your way? Who says you have to use a paintbrush, right? But we're going to feather this out. This is just kind of just to kind of get us that general idea. So I have, let's see, oops. Jessica needs to clean her room. All right. Does anybody else have a large container of paintbrushes? Guys, you can't have enough. So, oh, this is what I wanted. I need to make some little ones. So, with my chip brushes, I love these. They're super inexpensive. You can get them Harbor Freight. You can get them all kinds of places. But you can get them in these little 1-inch things and 2-inch. And I kind of lop off the little fuzzies up at the top. I like more of a straighter edge when it comes to these. And we're going to just come in and we're dragging that line out. I was going to do the little one, wasn't I? That's all right. Don't be alarmed that it looks dark, because we're going to come back with our antique lace. But guys, you also have to, just because it's here on the front, we're making this whole thing look like wood. So you got to do your edge. You got to do your edges too. So we're bringing that boards right across. All right, there we go on that side. Let's spin her around so y'all can see what we're doing on this side. Oh gosh, guys, I love it already. Now I'm gonna just kind of dip into the paint stirrer. Good evening, good evening. If you guys are just joining us, stop in and say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. You guys are fantastic. We are, if those that don't know us, those that came from maybe Angie K's page, which I love y'all. We are a gift shop here in Casco, Maine. We're kind of like in southern Maine, I guess is what it's considered. We're a fun little shop. We do all kinds of workshops, and we do specialize in custom signs, decals, all kinds of fun things. Okay, guys, I think I need to put a little bit more of our white on here. Yeah, don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. My one of my youngest nephews, the things that comes out of that boy's mouth, I love it. He's so precious. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed if this looks a little crazy right now, because I guarantee you at the end it will be fantastic. All right. And I'm only speaking that in faith, guys, because I'm not sure. No, I do. We're softening those edges now. And this is why, guys, this is why I put my paint in these. You did. It's because I love you, girl. I do. I know the rainy days, they are good for doing crafts. If I didn't have to have a 9-to-5 job or an 8-to-5 job, I would be down here all the time. The day is coming. I'm telling you, the day is coming. So we are fanning those out. Oh, what I was going to say, the reason I put them in these little takeout containers, because I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little bit of our black velvet in here. And if I didn't put it in a separate container, I would have just contaminated that whole whole lot of paint, right? We don't want that. So I'm softening that black. Yes, definitely rainy days. And this week, I don't know about where you guys are at, but here in our region of Maine, it is supposed to rain almost all week. Leftover tater salad. Yes, leftover tater salad. These little containers, keep them. Keep them for ages, guys. I'm telling you. If you already had to pay for that tater salad, why not keep that container? My brother is brilliant, I tell you. My brother is brilliant. He got the brains and I got the looks. I'm sorry. It's been a longer day. All right, we're going to flip it over here so I can kind of fan out these edges too. All right, what other colors? Let's bring in a little bit of that smoky coal, because I also will probably hit the edges around the, see how quick and easy that was? We're gonna hit it with smoky coal. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. So here we go. Sounded like Mario from Mario Kart. Here we go. All right. Guys, my mom painted a rocker or a glider. You didn't know people had leftover tater salad. It is definitely a southern thing, right? Can you tell we're from the south? All right, so I have, look at this color. This is smoky coal. My mom painted a glider in this and then put some black glaze on it. Holy moly, guys. It is stunning. She needs to post it to our Facebook page so you guys can see. Let's do another chip brush. No, let's not. Yes, let's. See, I'm a little indecisive. I'm going to wet this paintbrush just a little bit. And I have these little continuous sprayers. These are awesome. A lot of hairdressers use them. They're easier on the hands, right? We look for ways to be smarter in what we do and not work so hard. That's my goal. All right, so I know this is crazy that I'm wasting a container. I guarantee I won't be wasting it. It does. It is. I'm telling you, Cheryl, it is fantastic. It is definitely a nice deep charcoal. It's beautiful though, guys. It's absolutely beautiful. It's not, the way I look at it, it's not too dark. All right, so that was just a little bit. That little bit that we put in the tater container is not a lot. That's what we're gonna have to carry it now. You need it too. Well, come on down, girl. You are welcome to pick some up. All right, so here we go. We're gonna deepen those grooves a little bit. I'm gonna do this side. And then, you know what? I'm gonna bring it down the whole board. And because my paintbrush is a little damp, it's just blending in fantastic. Remember, hit your edges. It's blending in fantastic with the antique lace down below. Make sure you hit all your edges even here at the top. By the end of this, I want this to look like some of the signs that are in my in the shop here. Yes, Cheryl, absolutely. Our next class, guys, for those that are local, our next class, whoopsies, is going to be November 11th, which is a Sunday again. I like to do our classes on Sundays while all the guys are watching football. Come on over and let's paint some signs. I'm not saying girls can't watch football. I am not. I do like football. I actually caught myself watching it the other day, which is not normal for me, but it was very intriguing. All right, we're gonna add a little bit more here, and this is just water. I'm spraying it on right on the canvas. But our next class is going to be November 11th, and they're going to be inspirational quotes. So we'll have 5 different options, and they will be up on our Facebook page by the end of this week. So I'm super excited about it. We're gonna have a couple. I know you love your Pats. I know, I'm in Pats country. I totally get that. You're gonna have options, guys, but there's gonna be a couple that are a little bit more than just what we normally are. Aw, thank you so much. I love you, Miss Diane. How are you? Are you feeling better? They are done right at my store, Michelle. Yep, absolutely. We're located right across from Agawam Boys Camp here in Casco. All right, how's that looking, guys? Does that look really cool or what? Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better, Miss Diane. That's fantastic. I was praying for you. All right, I'm gonna hit this edge here all the way down. And I think that smoky cold just really does a great job. So our classes vary from 35 up to 45. I do have a couple signs that are going to be a little bit more costly this time because of the amount of work that goes into the stencil themselves. But we do try and keep them affordable, and you have options. So that is what is important. All right, guys, I think I need a little bit more here. And we're going to spray it with our water. Woohoo. All right, that might have made it a little bit darker than what I originally thought, but that's okay. We're gonna just go with it because we can totally come back and add more vintage cream. Or what is it? Vintage lace. I know the names of my paints, I promise. I promise. All right, guys, here we go. Just like anything, I don't think it has to be perfect, guys. It does not have to be perfect, but I want it to still look good. And I think by the end, we're gonna, with the saying that we're gonna put on here, I think it's gonna be beautiful. Anybody have any questions? Can I answer any questions? Is everybody ready for our fantastic November that's coming up? Can you guys believe we're just a couple days away from November? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Kind of feels like October flew by. We had a pumpkin contest at work today, and I hadn't planned on, submitting a pumpkin. Do you think I did? No, because I totally forgot. Any reason to decorate a pumpkin, I'm good. I don't know what it is, but I kind of like that sound. I don't know if you all can hear it, but it's the paintbrush on the canvas. It's really a cool sound. All right, so here we go. On to our edge. All right, so it's a little dark and heavy down here, so let's kind of make this edge a little bit darker too, right? Makes sense to me. I think I need to bring in, what other color should we bring in? Maybe some Paris gray. I'm going more for a shiplap kind of, I don't know, like a beachy kind of feel. Weathered wood, something you'd find down on the beach. What is that? Driftwood. Driftwood was the colors I'm thinking of. I don't know about you guys, I do not get enough time at the beach. All right, we're spraying a little bit because this has already been primed, weather beaten. That's exactly it. It looks like a board sign. Oh, thanks, Mama. I like that. It does, right? That's my goal. All right. So, let's kind of even up that little spot right there. Oh my goodness, guys, I think it's turning out fantastic. And then when we come back, because we are going to put that tissue paper on here. All right, I think it's fantastic. What do y'all think? Which way are you? Maybe scooch it this way so I can see you, and then I'll bring it into my view. Right? Does that not look really cool? I think it's fantastic. And you've got that little bit of aged there down in the center line. Hey, Miss Nancy, how are you? The class, you're going to have options. The class on the 11th, we're going to have some signs that are 35 because I like to keep it affordable, but there are going to be probably two that are $45 just because the amount of work that goes into that stencil. So when I post it on our Facebook page, I will have the cost of that sign down below. Okay, it'll be right underneath the design, which will be posted later this week. I just have to finish up a couple of the designs. All of the signs that you guys do in our classes are ones that I've designed. I don't like to necessarily use somebody else's. Thanks, Michelle. Doesn't it look really cool? I don't like to use somebody else's design. If I'm gonna have you, take the time out of your day, I want you to use one of my originals, right? Now, that does not mean I didn't get inspiration from somebody else, right? But it's 100% my design. All right, guys, I think that's fantastic. Need to let it dry a little bit. But we are going to come in with, remember this paper, guys? Let me get a little closer so y'all can see. It already has that aged look to it, So we're going to tear off some pieces because of what we're going to put on here. We're going to do, and it's not going to be tonight because this really needs to dry. So tomorrow night we'll put our lettering on. But it's going to say, we'll wait for that tomorrow night. So y'all have to come back, right? So we'll be on day number 2 of our 7 Facebook Lives. I was so glad you came, Miss Nancy. Yesterday was so much fun. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you ladies are a hoot, I have to say. All right, I'm trying to clean up just a little bit, try and get some of that to dry. I could certainly hit it with a heat gun, but I like the naturalness of letting it dry. It looks good. Thank you, Angie K. I appreciate that. I am so happy how it turned out. And it took no time at all, right? Hey! Oh my goodness, all the way from New Mexico. Welcome, Monica. How are you? Do you guys, is it warm or cold where you're at? Because it is cold here. It is definitely winter in our neck of the woods. Even if our calendar doesn't say it. Now, these are my favorite little tool of choice, remember, to kind of stir up our paint. Little Jessie here. These are fantastic. These are little tongue, oh, it's warm. Oh, God bless you. I'll bring the tater salad tomorrow night. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. It's family support right there. And I don't know that I could do it without y'all. Oh my goodness. Family. Family. So what we're going to do, because I do see some spots that are dry, and we can just go ahead and put our paper on there. So those that saw, I think this paper is beautiful. One, it has butterflies on it, and I am quite the butterfly. I just adore butterflies. So And the way this paper is, there's no right or wrong way. And the theme of it kind of goes with exactly what, oh, look at there. We've got plenty here already ripped off. And I love you too. It's already ripped. So we're going to kind of take, I want some of these musical notes. Because we're also going to come back. Am I making a mess, guys? I am, aren't I? All right, so I need to find kind of the paintbrush that's, do you guys ever have that one paintbrush that is, what kind of paper is it? Monica, this is Tim Holtz Ideology. It's tissue paper. That's all it is. I like this one because it has a nice weight to it. It's not like your standard, I guess it is kind of like a standard tissue paper. You could do this with napkins too. Those that have seen us before, we have some tutorials that we've used napkins, and we're going to use Mod Podge, and it works fantastic. I like this because it kind of goes with our colors, and then if we want to add a little bit more, we can absolutely. It is super easy to use. That's exactly it. Yes, it is, Michelle. That's exactly it. Yes, because, you know, that's a big roll. I've got a lot to use. It's fantastic. Did you guys all see those pumpkins? Did I post them? I might not have posted them when they were all complete. They are super cute. So we all have that one paintbrush that really needs a little bit of TLC. I have one here. It's great for my Mod Podge. So that's what we're using here. This is a matte finish, and we will seal this when it's all said and done. So I'm going to take it here. I don't want to cover up necessarily that whole thing, but I do want to wrap over the edges too. It is pretty. I love this paper. It is fantastic. So easy to use, and it's versatile. You can do legit decoupage just about anything. So I'm going to put that down. We're just using that as a little bit of glue. There we go. I'm wrapping the edges. Can you all see that? I can't see because the comments are there, and I don't want to miss your comments. So let me know if you can see what I'm doing, or should I prop it up a little bit? We'll prop it up just a little bit. There you go. Is that better? So here we go. We're going to wrap over that edge just a little. And this little section here needs a little bit more. And I'm going to wrap over this edge too. My only suggestion with using a real paintbrush is to make sure you clean it afterwards. A little bit of soap and water, some Dawn, works fantastic. And I want some of these wrinkles. So I don't know if you can see, I'm pushing my paintbrush around a little bit because I want those wrinkles on this. So those that are just joining us, we created this board looking, you know, weathered beaten board out of a canvas that we picked up at Michael's. And then just used our Junk Monkey paint, kind of moved, created, you know, kind of like a full board look. All right, guys, can you see that? How cool that looks. So y'all can see. And don't worry, it's going to look even better the more that we do it. I'm not going to go overboard though. Maybe. So we're going to take this little bit here, and I do want my musical notes to go in the right direction. Do we want music? Yes, we do. So we're going to take, do you see that? Just a tiny little tear. And I'm going to bring that over to this corner here. And there's no right or wrong way to put this on here because the musical notes kind of go all over the place. I know, Miss Nancy, you did fantastic with the Junk Monkey paint. I have some huge fans of our Junk Monkey, and it really is so easy to use. All right, so I don't want this perfectly straight. We're going to do that. Kind of bring it up and over the edge, kind of move that so we don't end up. I do have to be careful. Some areas of our sign are still a little wet. But guys, this is super lightweight too. So if you had to send this in the mail, it would be easy. I mean, yes, it's a little awkward in size, but I think it's gonna be fun. Just right. And the cool thing is, guys, with the tissue paper, I'm gonna bring it up there to see if you guys can see it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but you can see the texture underneath the decoupage. Miss Nancy, you were fantastic. You were not crazy. You guys were such a blessing to have in the class. And you had fun, and that was important to me. Every class that we have, you guys are awesome. And everybody that comes, we get a bunch of new folks, and it's so cool. All right, so we've got that. Let's do, should we do a little bit more? Sure, why not, right? Let's take this corner. Because remember, I like to do everything in threes, odd numbers, as much as possible. So I think, guys, I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to layer over here. I don't like that straight edge. See, my brain is always working. Oh my goodness, you guys are funny. Nothing wrong with being a little crazy, right? It is your sanguine personality coming out, and I love it. Next class, we might need to kind of help focus and guide just a little bit, right? I'm going to push this up here, and I want it to hang over the edge. I don't want to kind of all of that off. All right, there we go. And perfect. See, we're layering. Even though we've only got 2 on there. We have 3, but you only see the 2. All right, so we're going to put that down. So we put this one over top of that because the tissue paper is so nice and light, you're not even seeing that layering really. I love the texture down there. Okay, where else? Do we need one kind of in the center-ish area? Now you can do this with old books, and you can, it is very hard. And Miss Nancy, I am sanguine, so it is very difficult for me to focus sometimes, which is one of the fun parts of teaching the classes. All right, guys, let's, you know what, that's way too straight of an edge. All right, so I'm gonna do one more here in the center, and that's gonna give us kind of our focal point. Do I want that? Or do we, you know what? I don't think I want to do that. I want to maybe just keep our edges. Keep it off to our edges. So I'm going to do a little bit more down here. Yes. So I'm going to rip a little bit of that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing my voice just a little bit. I did like 5 hours of talking yesterday. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Hey girl, how are you, Tika? How was your day, Rebecca? Your family photos are beautiful. Do we have any artists on here that like to do stuff like this? Any home crafters? All right, guys, so I am layering that tissue on here. Hey, Linda, how are you? Welcome, welcome. We are day 1 of our 7-day lives, which kind of sounds almost like a soap opera, doesn't it? All right, so I'm going to squish that in there, and just like that. And I'm going to keep I was going to kind of maybe do a little bit in the center with the tissue paper, but I think I'm going to just keep it on the edges. I like that appeal. Don't throw these away. These are fantastic. You can totally reuse them. Now, if you have a ton of Mod Podge on there, toss it. It's just a tiny piece. And guys, look how big that roll is. You know how long this roll of tissue paper will last? A lot of projects. A lot of projects. All right, guys. So here we are. Those that are just joining us, we are on our first day of our 7 days of Facebook Lives. And we created this really cute faux looking board out of a canvas. We picked this canvas up at Michael's. It's a 12 by 24 canvas. They have bigger ones. I have one that is 3 feet long as well. It's still the 12 inches wide, which I think is fantastic and it's going to be fun. But I wanted to start with a little bit smaller project. So tonight's Facebook Live, we created this weathered wood effect with, which colors did we use, guys? We used our Antique Lace by Junk Monkey, remember, because this is our paint of choice. And then we used Black Velvet. We did, what's the other one we did? Ooh, my new color love, Smoky Coal. It's fantastic, guys. And then we came in with a little bit of tissue paper, and here we are. I'm going to let it dry. We're going to knead it tomorrow night for our second portion, and we'll probably be able to finish it up tomorrow night, is what my plan is. So, but then that's still 5 other days. I'm so glad you guys joined us. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow night. Thank you for sharing our page and loving it. Definitely get the word out there. It helps us grow and expand our borders, right? We had some folks from New Mexico on here tonight. I love you guys so much and appreciate everybody sharing. Angie K, thank you so much for sharing it to your page. You were fantastic. So anyway, I'm excited, guys. I am going to call it a night. I've got to work on a sign for a customer real quick. And because we've got to get it done by Friday. And anyway, but I hope you guys had a great night. Many blessings to you guys. And take care. Thank you so much, Carol. Good night to you as well. All right, God bless. See you later.